This week on Blitzed, we host our own version of the draft, but for drinks instead of players. Plus, we talk cheerleaders, overpriced wide receivers, and of course, why we hate Tom Brady. It's time to get blitzed. Welcome to Blitzed, where we talk NFL and rate popular drinks at the same time. This is our first episode of the new NFL season.
Yes.
Guys,
Hell yes. Yes.
Welcome. And there's already tons to talk about, including, suspicion that the league office is colluding with the Patriots to get them back to the Super Bowl.
Right.
We'll touch on that later.
Of course. Please do.
But now let's introduce our hosts.
Introducing tonight's starting lineups.
I'm joined by the coach,
Yes, sir.
the Rook,
Hey, guys.
and of course, I'm your host and information backstop, Stats.
Stats guy.
Hey,
Stats.
did everyone enjoy the draft?
Hell yeah.
Loved the draft.
Loved it.
It was just football. Football's back.
Yeah. It's
loved it.
It's a taste, but we'll take it.
Yeah. I'll take anything.
I'll take anything.
All right, we're not going to talk so much about the draft tonight, but we are going to do a special thing for our show, which is we're going to host a draft of our own. Only instead of players, we're going to be drafting our favorite drinks tonight. To figure out our draft order between the lot of us, we looked at what kind of a season our hosts had last year, and by quite a wide margin, Coach had the worst season on the mic. So you're going to get the first pick in the draft.
Some would say one for the record book.
Congratulations are in order, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the Rook, he was our all-star, so he's going to be
Incredible.
picking last.
Incredible, Rook.
Thanks, guys.
I'll be honest, I was just a bit better than the coach, so I'm going to be picking second in the middle of everybody as well. So, having said that, let's hear from the commissioner.
With the first pick in the 2018 NFL Draft.
So, Coach, what's your number one pick, your number one drink?
First overall, by the way.
I need trades. I'm talking trades right now. Like, anybody want to trade the pick?
I'll trade back. I'd like to trade back.
I don't know. I mean, I'm open for trades. What, I got 15 minutes here, don't I?
Yeah. 10, I think. You got 10.
Yeah, so just bear with us, guys. We're just going to stay in silence for 10 minutes as Bill figures out, takes
Dead air.
calls.
Yeah.
Let's hear some scratching.
I think there's something ringing here. I got to get this.
Maybe pen on paper here.
No, the first pick for me is a no question. No question about this pick.
Wow.
Everybody knows a quarterback can make a team better. The best thing that you can say about any quarterback is he makes the players around him better. Wow. This drink makes bourbons taste better if they're not so good. Wow. This is how good it is.
Okay. Wow.
Gentlemen, this is the Manhattan cocktail.
Oh,
so good.
Very nice.
So good. Mix it up.
High class.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Very versatile, dependable, good leader, and makes people around him better.
Take one.
The NFL draft just happened this week. So, guys, I want you to rate your team's draft by comparing it to a movie or a TV that we'd all know about.
A TV like Samsung?
Oh, sure.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Was it like...
Oh,
Yeah, mine was pretty.
Thanks,
Samsung's pretty high
Rook.
up there.
Thanks.
It's like the elite of the
Rook's
elite.
getting a little bit
Just like the Rook.
choppy here, isn't he? I
Just like
this.
the
Yeah.
Rook, hey?
Oh, come on. He said TV. I'm going to jump on it.
Hey, Rook,
let
you know
stats get away
hazing
with
comes
that?
with this, right?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah. We're going to tape you up to a flagpole pretty soon.
Nice. Shave off one eyebrow.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right.
I got a
Okay.
good one.
So, Rook, Packers.
I'm going to go. Okay, hear me out.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
going with the movie Hook. You know it?
Was
You
it
know
that bad, the draft?
Oh, come on. Hook is a great movie.
Right?
Hook is a great movie.
Oh, there you are, Peter.
I think they did an excellent job. I think it was an excellent draft. I think we addressed a lot of issues. I think the trade was, although it sucks to give up a 14th pick, what we got in return was really good. But more importantly, after kind of, years of kind of being, I don't want to say boring, but, the same recipe over and over and over
Yeah.
again.
Ted Thompsonizing.
Oh.
Oh, come on. Ain't nobody's
we-
saying anything.
we
about
still believe in Ted.
Yeah, Ted for life. You kidding me?
Do you know what I wish? I wish I had a dad like you.
But there seemed to be this really like good energy, this new energy coming in with Goots. You know, like I really like the new GM. I really like what he did. He stuck to the game plan. He addressed our biggest needs, but most importantly, he was exciting. And I think that's the movie Hook. Also, great movie Hook.
You can fly, you can fight, and you can.
All right, Coach, what do you got?
So I'm going to go off of one of Roger's suggestions. But anyways,
So this is Hawks draft.
the Seahawks came in with a very specific purpose, and their draft, the critics do not like, but I believe as a fan, I really like their draft because they came in saying, we are going to rededicate our team to running the ball. So what they do, they picked a running back. Now you can question whether it's the best or not, but you can question any player whether the top 3 or 4 of their position. So with their first pick, they moved back and got a third rounder, which was awesome. But they picked a great running back, and then they picked a tight end who's great at blocking the run. And they picked another tackle who's great at blocking on the tackle side. So they picked up their needs to be able to make an efficient and great running game. So show-wise...
I was waiting for that.
Hey,
It took him that. He was thinking about it the whole time he was
Pretty much,
talking.
pretty
That's
much.
impressive.
This may not be my strong suit. I'm going with an Adam Sandler movie because that was Stats Guy's suggestion when I said basically this is the draft that the critics hated and the fans loved.
The center has the ball first, and quarterback will say hike. That's when the center puts the ball into the hands of the quarterback. So what I'll do is I'll start tackling the quarterback unless he get the ball to somebody else, in which case I'll try to tackle that person.
Guys, for me with the Broncos draft, I had a couple of thoughts here about what I would choose for my movie. But
Go on.
I'm going with Ocean's 11.
Oh, like the
Something about
remake.
stealing and things.
Yeah, the actual remake. So the reason why I'm going with Ocean's 11 is that for this particular draft, Elway, I mean, he's been whiffing for the last 5 years on his drafts. Believe it or not, only one of Elway's draft picks has ever made the Pro Bowl.
You're out of your goddamn minds.
That's Von Miller when he picked him second in his first draft ever. It's pretty hard to blow it when you pick second in the draft. So he brought back Coobs. Coobs is a good talent evaluator, so they partnered up. When I think about that, that's kind of our George Clooney, Brad Pitt kind of running the show here. Ocean's 11, drafting the team together, the ultimate team to pull off. Are you ready? The fucking steal of the draft. Guys, Bradley Chubb, are you kidding me?
Say we get into the cage and through the security doors there and down the elevator we can't move and past the guards with the guns and into the vault we can't open. We're just supposed to walk out of there with $150 million in cash on us without getting stopped?
Yeah.
Take 2.
The Los Angeles Rams have added new members to their cheerleading squad. Yes, that's right. Quentin Perron and Napoleon Genies are the first male cheerleaders to join an NFL team.
Worst idea ever.
Your thoughts?
Worst idea. Oh, sorry. Are we on?
Oh, Coach, are you?
Yeah, we're live. By the way. We're live. Quentin Geron.
Perron.
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 Yes.
Perron.
So
Yes, and Napoleon Genies.
Both French, which is odd.
Not really.
for cheerleaders, not so much.
Actually, not at all. Is this good? Like, you're just asking if it's a good thing?
Why?
No, Rook, I want to know what your thoughts are. Coach
Okay,
has already
all right.
weighed in on it.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
I'm pretty much done with
Yeah.
my take. Worst
Well,
idea
to be
ever.
fair, though, for the generation that Coach is from, it was frowned upon for males to do anything feminine.
I'm sexy, I'm cute, I'm popular to boot. I'm bitchin', great hair, the boys all love to stare.
He still doesn't know that you're talking about men. He still thinks you're talking about women. He's
Good
just-
point.
I'm hoping they are.
Yeah, for their sake. I think this is great.
Oh,
I think this is great. This is excellent. The NFL,
Kids
you know,
these days.
it's all about including as many people as they can. No, it's not.
You can't
It's
do
not
it.
at all.
You can't pull this off.
I do think it's great, though. I don't know if they want to like. There's a lot of college teams and high school teams that have male cheerleaders, and these like college kids and these university kids that probably grow up, you know, like with the cheerleaders. They get to go on to the next step, and the guys, what? They don't? They just, where do they go? Do they go to other competitive cheerleading sports or
They
something
go to movies
that?
like Hook.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what Rufio was? He was an ex-male cheerleader. That makes a lot of sense now.
Take 3.
I don't know what's going on with wide receivers nowadays. After catching a whopping 39 passes for a little over 500 yards and 8 touchdowns last year, the Chiefs gave Sammy Watkins a 3-year, $48 million deal, including $21 million signing bonus. Also, Paul Richardson, coming out of the Seahawks, got a $40 million deal from the Redskins for a 44-catch season last year. So, like, what's going on here?
Sorry, Richardson got
$40 million.
For how many years again?
For 20 years, $40 million. That's the only way this number makes sense.
There's two problems with there's one problem with both of those, and they're different problems. So Watkins has never really proven himself. Look, he was a super high level draft pick. He came out thinking this is going to be the next big thing, and he just isn't.
Yes,
and he's proven he isn't.
Yes, he's
correct.
proven, he's done everything in his power to prove that he
right.
isn't. Yeah.
Richardson has proven he's great, but can't last more than 6 or 7 games at a time.
It's not wide receivers, it's the franchises. That's the issue, is that certain franchises they just need, what's funny is you always see the Baltimore Ravens in on the wide receiver that hits the market. They're in on everyone. Like, you see, it's like Dez just cut, Baltimore interested.
Yeah.
Like, they're just desperately reaching for any
wide
receiver.
It's because you can't name a wide receiver that plays for the Ravens.
I know.
That is true.
But they try their best. They'll get anyone. They'll sign anyone to $40 million.
With the second pick in the 2018 NFL Draft.
Guys, my pick, second pick in the draft, I'm always looking for value because I'm a cheap motherfucker. So, Jim Beam. You know why?
Wow.
Because always dependable.
Yep.
You can always rely on it. It's got longevity built into him. So you know this guy's a 15-year guy when you draft him onto your team. And he's never going to command top dollar. That's what I love about this guy.
So no Sammy Watkins?
Oh, good. You kidding me? No. You know who this guy is? This guy's like a Wes Welker.
That's not bad.
This is the guy that just always shows up, always delivers, and you know what? Is perfectly happy to make about $3 million a year.
Like
$3.5 million
ex-Patriot, Wes Welker?
Well, ex-Ram, actually. I was going to say. Yeah.
He was a Dolphin first, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's seen 4 teams.
Wow.
In fact, you know what? Are you hiring? He'll come back and play for the Hawks.
We'll take him.
You
Bill's
want him?
taking
We'll
him
take
third.
him. We got
Bill's
Paul
taking him with his third
Richardson's
pick.
gone.
I know.
I hate you. You suck.
Why we hate Tom Brady.
I don't mean to make a big deal of this.
Male cheerleaders again?
No.
Come on, man.
No.
It's,
Even better.
It's the lead-in.
Yeah.
It's the lead-in.
But after reaching their second consecutive Super Bowl,
Here it is.
the Patriots again were given the easiest schedule in the 2018-2019
Sad,
season.
isn't it?
So
In the history of the NFL.
In the history of professional sports.
my question is this an apology for Deflategate?
No, it's because their division sucks.
What go on?
Their division. What do they play? The Jets and the Dolphins and the Bills. Every year, your schedule is going to be easy. 6 games that have just trash.
Are you talking
teams.
about the playoff?
Yeah, the
Bills?
playoff Bills.
Yeah, but they're still the Bills. And who's quarterback in that team?
What's his name?
AJ McCarron.
Point
I'm
made.
sorry, actually, no, Josh Allen.
Well,
Wow.
come on.
The guy who can throw the ball
I think
900 yards, apparently.
I don't think it's Josh Allen quite yet.
Who's their division? Who's their conference division? Who are they playing outside?
Who are they playing outside?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No idea.
No.
But
That's
what
pretty
what-
detailed. Maybe Stats has it for us.
Oh yeah. Well, I was
Stats?
looking at stats.
I don't know.
He didn't know that the name Stats
What that really meant?
what it really meant when he picked it.
Oh.
Click, 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 click.
Yeah.
I think this has everything to do with the fact that their division has been trash for 20 years.
Look, they only play 6 games in their own division, so don't sell me this whole thing about how, like,
You mean 6 of 16?
6 of 16.
So just under half? I don't know. I don't want to believe it, Roger. I don't want to believe it.
Oh, huh.
That's where I'm coming from.
Rook?
I'm right with you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
It's collusion.
Yeah,
This
totally.
is horseshit.
Right?
For the second
Exactly.
year in a row. I can't believe it.
You know what?
Like,
This
what's
is
going on here?
Hey,
We need a detailed investigation, but we just can't trust anyone doing the.
I don't have
handling
good
the-
information here. I'm not getting the information I need from this.
This is why Rook won last year.
Yeah,
by
absolutely.
the
Because he
way.
sucked up to you.
I,
Fine by me.
I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire, and you're providing a lot of smoke. And
Right?
so
It really is.
It
It really is.
I'm not.
Yeah, and you're buying it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying what they're selling. I'm not buying what you're selling, Bill. Coach,
Look, if it was just a one-time thing,
I
you could
agree.
write it off as, we're looking at trending data.
We are looking
here,
at
okay?
detailed analytics.
Hey, look, they have an old quarterback. He needs a few breaks, okay? Come on. The guy's in his 40s for crying out loud.
See, the problem is they never thought Stats would get his hands on the detailed analytics.
He doesn't have his hands on it.
With the third pick in the 2018 NFL Draft.
Rook, who do you got? Third round.
Okay. See, for me, your first pick is your solid stud guy. That's the idea.
Gotta be.
You know.
Gotta be.
I'm also looking for a bit more now. I'm ready to take a step up. Ready to inject a little life into this thing. And I'm taking off the board. I'm taking gin and tonic off the board. You know, I need a little something to wet my lips.
Yeah.
And I need an energy guy. I need a bit more something, a little bit more oomph.
Got lime in that thing?
What's that?
Got some lime in that thing?
You could do lime. You
Okay.
can do lemon. You
Okay.
know, it's up to you.
right.
Your local bartender will be happy to
Fair
provide
enough.
you with
Fair
either. For me, I take neither of those
Neat.
things. Just neat. Yeah, on the rocks. On the rocks.
He
as
takes
they
a
say.
bruised cucumbber.
Yeah, exactly. A slightly
And a celery
insulted
stick.
cucumber. I just yell at it for 10 minutes. I'm gonna compare this to a draft pick that we had this year. My favorite draft pick that we had this year, which is my boy Equinemius St. Brown. I've just wanted to say his name.
You were working on
I was
he was
working
working on in the bathroom.
Yeah. I've been working on it. Equinemius, I got it. No, I like this pick. You know, I like it for the franchise, the Hook franchise, which has seen a transition from the old and stuffy accountant to the energetic 40-year-old Peter Pan. My pick is gin and tonic.
Take 5.
Fellas,
Love take 5.
Yes.
if you could watch an NFL game in any stadium,
Oh.
but Coach, not the Hawks, Rook, not the Packers, and for me, not the Broncos, where would you go and why?
Great question.
Coach?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at history, right? I'm looking at that kind of. So I would immediately go to things like Soldier Field and what's your stadium called? The Packer Stadium. Lambeau. Jesus Christ.
I'm talking about history here, guys.
And I want to know.
I'm talking
everything
about like names that everybody knows. I'm talking about.
You'd have to be an idiot not to remember them.
What's the name of the?
Yeah.
What's the name of the NFL trophy again?
Yeah.
How many drinks have we had?
Good job, Coach.
Well, you just had one
you know what?
IPA, so you're. Yeah,
I would, except for the fact that the Bears kind of suck, I would go to Soldier Field. For me, that just has some nostalgia for me from the years that I grew up watching it in the early 80s. That's just, for me, it's Soldier Field. It's a cool name. It's not called Kraft Stadium or some crap like that. I just think that's where I would go.
So the name is the most important thing.
No. But it's part of that. But it's just the history behind that field. Great teams and a cool city. I'd go to Soldier Field.
Rook?
I don't care about the history. I'm 14, so my history is like the Spice Girls weren't even a thing when I was growing up. For me, it's all about the culture and the experience and the atmosphere.
So Tampa Bay?
Yeah. Love Jacksonville. Love Tampa
Get those
Bay.
cannons going off, man.
No,
Awesome.
I'm sure those guys have their own culture and their own things, but I want to go to a town where you're just kind of embedded in this otherworldly experience where you can almost feel it in the air. And I've been to New Orleans a bunch of times. I've been to a lot of games there, and it's really great. Like you walk down to the stadium, and they have this big open pavilion, and you're just hanging out, and there's live music and stuff. So been there, done that. The place I would like to go, I think next is Tennessee, like the Tennessee Titans.
Nice.
It's a terrible name, Nissan Stadium, but anyway, I'd like to go see the Titans play just because. Man, that town is electrifying. It'd be so great. It's all about music and food and getting together and partying and like singing and country music. Oh, it's fantastic. I'd love to go there. And I think they've got a really great team. They're becoming a really great team. Hopefully Mariota can take the next step. And so there's this energy. I'm all about the energy. That's where I want to go. That's my next place. And plus, I could go visit Bourbon Dads because those guys rock. And I've kind of hung them out to dry 2 times now. So
Take 6.
Fox Sports just won a 5-year contract to produce Thursday Night Football.
Right.
They'll be able to use their NFC contract to show rivalry games and are even going to run fewer commercials to make it a faster game.
I like that.
Does this make you give a shit about Thursday Night Football?
okay, It makes me give more of a shit because they're actually tackling like legitimate problems. They're going to show less commercials instead of putting guys in bright uniforms. Like, it's so fucking stupid. I mean, don't get me wrong. I actually love the Color Rush uniforms. You know what you should do?
Are those out?
Make all the uniforms Color Rush because they're sweet, and then show less commercials and have less. Like,
you can't have icing all the time. You can't. You gotta have cake too.
I'm an adult. I'll have icing. I'll go home. And
You're barely an adult.
I'll make icing and I'll eat it by the spoonful.
Are you an adult? Though? I don't know if you are.
I'm pretty much there. Okay. All right. Pretty much there.
Come on, Dad.
No,
What coach is saying is that nobody can watch the Seahawks in those bright green uniforms all the time.
They hurt his
awful.
eyes. They hurt his eyes.
It is hard.
If your question is, will it make me watch Thursday Night Football more? Isn't that what you were asking? More likely to watch it? The answer is yes, because that's the experiment I want to see. I want to see what less commercials feels like on a game on the whole. I don't want to see I'm not like, okay, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to watch an entire Thursday Night Football game to see what bright green versus bright blue looks like. This one, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to watch a whole game, and I'm going to say, that was interesting, or they didn't even cut out any they cut out one commercial, and then I'll move on to the next thing, or I'll keep watching Thursday night because it's a cool experiment. It's something that is directly addressing things that they have had negative feedback on.
True enough. What was the question?
Are you
what's
more
your favorite
likely to give a shit?
What's your favorite Dustin Hoffman movie?
Tootsie.
That's all he's got. That's all he's got.
You're just happy I said something.
Wow.
That was a last year's
Rain
take
Man.
out of that guy. All right, well, that's all we've got for this week.
Thank goodness.
Jesus,
Holy smokes,
boy.
that felt like a
Actually, it
fucking
was good.
grind.
It's good to be back.
It's great
Good
to be back.
Good
Yeah.
to be back.
A lot of rust out there.
God, that was awful.
Hey, thanks for tuning in for Coach,
Yeah.
for Rook,
Hey guys,
for
thanks.
Stats. Whew. Great to have you. First episode of the season, and
Love it.
hope to have you for many more. And just to quickly recap our draft, the number 1 pick was the Manhattan. Number 2 was Jim Beam. And the number 3 pick in the Blitzed NFL draft was the surprising Gin and Tonic. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time on Blitzed.